do you earnestly promise before God and these witnesses that you will love her, love him, comfort him, honor, and obey him?
Really, Anthony? You gonna act like you don't know me? What, you didn't take your psych meds today?
And
after you got it on my eye, and I got your baby here?
All the duty.
Anthony, I know you hear me.
You better get out of my mama's way. What is wrong with you?
What's going on, YouTube? I hope you guys are having a great start to your morning. Let's go ahead and address the drama that's going down between Tamar and WeTV. So guys, if you don't know, WeTV honored Tamar Braxton's request to drop her from her television contract. Now, me personally, I think that WeTV decided to drop Tamar because it was just too much. It was bringing a bad light to the network, and also Tamar wanted out of the situation, and WeTV didn't want to look as if that they were holding Tamar against her will after she's been through what she's just recently went through. Now, Tamar has voiced her displeasure about the network portraying her in a certain manner, and I feel that Tamar is tired of being presented to America as this, ghetto girl that, gets everyone together, or there's always tension and drama between the family members and things of that nature. And her boyfriend David also voiced his displeasure for how they portrayed him. But I really think that David is the main catalyst behind Tamar going through what she's going through right now. I will explain later. But anyway, I want to read you what Tamar said about this situation. First and foremost, thank you. Thank you to each and every individual who has prayed for me, thought of me, sent me their love, and has showered me with their support. In this present moment, it is only my responsibility to be real with myself and to be real with the ones who truly love me and care for my healing. I have, without fail, shared with you my brightest days, and I know that sharing with you what has been my darkest will be the light for any man or woman who is feeling the same defeat I felt just only a week ago. Every one of us has a desire, whether small or big, to make it out of where we come from to an ideal future place that includes freedom to be who we choose, security for our children and families, a fortune to share with the ones we love. We believe these things can coexist with just being happy. I believe that as a black woman, as an artist, an influence, a personality, I could shape my world, and with whom I believe to be my partners, they could help me share my world. Over the last 11 years, there were promises made to protect and portray my story with the authenticity and honesty I gave. I was betrayed, taken advantage of, overworked, and underpaid. I wrote a letter over 2 months ago asking to be freed from what I believe was excessive and unfair. I explained in personal detail the demise I was experiencing. My cry for help went totally ignored. However, the demands persisted. It was my spirit and my soul that was tainted the most. There are a few things I count on most to be: a good mother, a good daughter, a good partner, a good sister, and a good person. Who I was begun to mean little to nothing, because it would only be how I was portrayed on television that would matter. It was witnessing the slow loss of a woman I became that discouraged my will to fight. I felt like I was no longer living. I was existing for the purpose of a corporation gain and ratings, and that bothered me. Mental illness is real. We have to normalize acknowledging it and stop associating it with shame and humiliation. The pain that I have experienced over the last 11 years has slowly ate away at my spirit and my mental. Alright, so I'm gonna stop it right there, but she did go on to say that she was going to be an advocate for people who are facing the same similar situations that she just went through, and that she wanted to use her voice to affect change, and that she would continue to utilize her faith and continue to stay prayed up. Now, something that I want to bring to you all's attention is the fact that Tamar said for the last 11 years that she was underpaid, that she was being portrayed as this person that she didn't want to be portrayed as, and you just now come to the conclusion that you don't want to be controlled no more. And I find it funny that you didn't come to that conclusion until you got with David. Because for the life of me, I can't understand why would it take you 11 years to speak up on behalf of yourself. I mean, Tamar is very outspoken. So if you feel that you're underpaid, devalued as a human being, and your worth is in question when it comes to the network, why didn't you step up and say something a long time ago? And when Monique filed her complaint against Netflix, if you have been feeling that way for a long time, that would have been the perfect time for you to join forces with Monique. Or let's say you don't even have to join forces with Monique. It would have been a perfect time to speak out in regards to the situation because you're feeling the same way, but you didn't speak out at that point in time. I mean, Gabrielle Union, let's take her into account. She's also suing America's Got Talent for treating her the way that they treated her, telling her that they didn't like the way that she wore her hair, telling her that they didn't like the way she dressed, and that the workplace was very divisive and it was very hostile. So you have women coming out, speaking out against these networks, and yet you didn't say anything. And I feel that it's because David didn't reveal himself at that point as a controlling human being that was trying to direct your career. And once he revealed himself, that's when you came to the conclusion, like maybe David has a point and maybe I need to stand up to the network. Let me tell you something. This situation, Tamar and David, even though they're not married, it reminds me of the Monique and Sydney situation because they're saying that David is very controlling. So I believe that David is trying to control Tamar's every move and trying to direct her career in such a way to benefit his own personal interest, his own personal gain. Now, although Monique and Tamar have two different personalities, of course, they're two different human beings, I don't feel that Sydney can control Monique. Maybe like David can control Tamar to a sense. I believe that Monique will stand up, at some point and tell Sydney that he needs to back off. The comparison that I'm making is the fact that I feel that Sydney involves himself in all of Monique's contractual agreements. And yes, that is because Monique made her husband her manager. But I do feel that Sydney has cost Monique a lot of money. A lot of people have turned their backs on Monique due to the simple fact that Sydney has been involved, and a lot of people don't like that. And Monique has cost herself a lot of money by standing up for what is right in her mind and standing 10 toes down in her beliefs and things of that nature. But Sydney has cost Monique a lot of money. And I just hope that Tamar knows who David is and trusts David to the full capacity, because I would hate to see David drive her career to a dead end. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I advocating for Tamar to actually stay at a network that she's not happy with. Maybe David is a voice of reasoning to Tamar and saying, hey, we can do better than this. And maybe he's going to steer her to the promised land. Who knows? But I'm telling you, that 911 call that he made is very suspicious to me, and I don't trust David. I just don't trust him, because that rambling and that guilt that I felt from that 911 call, where he was willingly giving all this information that really the 911 operator didn't need. All he needed to know that there was someone in trouble. What is the address? We're on our way, and things of that nature. To me, it exudes guilt. And then when you take into account how they said that David faked like he didn't want to be a part of Tamar's reality show, but as soon as the cameras cut on, David was all in front of the cameras. He wanted to be, the star of the show. And my fear and my worries is that David has done evolved from being Tamar's man, Tamar's, partner, to Tamar's competition of who's going to be the star. Because I believe that fame has taken over David's psyche, and he sees a quick dollar over what he has in Tamar as, Tamar being his woman. That's just my personal opinion. But anyway, I'm gonna let it go and let y'all have that in the comments. Drop down and let a brother know what you think about the commentary within this video. I hope you guys like the video that I played before I got into the video, where the side chick ran up on, the dude that was marrying another woman and things of that nature. I just thought it would be cool to just put a little comedy in front of my videos every now and then. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I would sure like to see the result of that video, but that's where it stopped at. I can't find any more footage of that video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll get with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.